What's going on, guys? Deadly here, and today I'm bringing you some domination on hard hat. And do you guys remember that one time? Come on, you know what I'm talking about. That one time when I said I was never going to use theater mode again. Well, I lied. This is actually the last time that I will ever use theater mode. But as you can see, I literally just joined this domination in progress, and I normally don't record games that I just joined. I normally start them up in the lobby. But this one, I mean, I started it off with a triple, and it ended up actually being a Moab gameplay. And I know a lot of you guys are like, wow, thanks for ruining it for us, but I'm sure you've seen plenty of Moab gameplays. I mean, if this was the very first Moab gameplay that you've ever seen, well then I'm sorry. But I feel like everybody, almost all of the big commentators have actually posted a Moab gameplay, so it's not that impressive anymore. The first few days it was like, eh. Now it's just like, eh. But that's not really what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about first is I've uploaded about 3 videos. One of them was walking only in a free-for-all and winning. The other one was knifing and throwing knifing only in a free-for-all and winning. And final one, if I am not wrong, is Model 1887, only using specialist kill streaks, and they weren't uploaded in that order. That's just the order that I named them off in. So if you guys want to see those, I'm going to link you to all of those in the description. Sorry, I couldn't think of the name. And I think I'm gonna make a playlist called Random Class Setups, just so you guys can see them all. Whenever you guys think you missed one, you guys can just stop by the playlist and be like, oh, I missed one, and watch it. Another thing that I want to talk about is the fact that this is domination, and why I hardly post domination. Basically, why I hardly post domination, it's because I'm kind of a kill whore. Like, there's nothing I can say about that. That's what I am. And so I know that a lot of people don't like watching people just running around not playing the objective, but most of the time I feel like I don't need to play the objective because my team does it all for me. Like, there's no need to jump on that third flag like you see on we have A and B. I don't feel it's necessary to cap C, first of all, because if I do, it'll flip spawns, and flipping spawns means they spawn behind you, and spawning behind you means you die, and then you get everybody mad. So if they're not going for that C flag, I'm not going for it. And most of the time, if the team is an organized team, they won't go for that third flag. If they're just going for the win, I totally get that, and they're gonna go for that third flag, but that's just not my cup of tea. And that's kind of why I made the winning series, because that's what the winning series was for, so you guys can see me actually play objective and not be a kill whore. And that's also why I normally only post free-for-all, because that's my main objective, is getting kills. But back to the topic at hand, I don't really post objective gameplay like this unless I feel it's good enough standards for you guys. But let me know if you guys want to see objective gameplay like this, which isn't really objective, it's just more kill whore gameplay, so call it whatever you want to call it. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this. If not, I'm cool with that. I'll keep the objective gameplay to the winning series, and if you do, I'll just keep bringing you more of this. But anyways, this is a Moab gameplay, so real quick on these last 4 minutes of the gameplay, I'm going to tell you a couple tips, or a few tips that might help you get your first Moab if you haven't gotten one. Actually, if you haven't gotten a Moab, you should probably return the game already to GameStop. Of course, I'm totally kidding. But here are a few tips that you might need. First of all, a lot of people might tell you, to use the PP90M1, maybe with some Akimbo FMG9s as your secondary. But let's be honest, why would you want to use something so underpowered? You're trying to go for a 24 kill streak and you're going to use the most underpowered guns in the game? I don't think so. You probably want to be running with a class like maybe the Spaz 12 silenced and maybe the 5.7 silenced. as your secondary. So your primary, probably set up the Spaz 12 silenced as your secondary. Definitely the 5-7 silenced, and you'll be racking up the kills in no time. But obviously that's not enough. You obviously need your equipment to help you out in case you get in a sticky situation, right? Well, for your first one, you probably want to get a Bouncing Betty. Why? Because when you throw it, people think you're playing Frisbee with them. It's true, or at least that's what I thought it was for when at first I used it. I'm like, wow, Bouncing Betty, it's like a Frisbee. And I just threw it at people, and it never works. I hate Bouncing Betties. I've only used them a few times, and that was when I first played this game. But yeah, you definitely want the Frisbee, and you gotta throw it at people. It really confuses them. If you say fetch, sometimes they run after it. It's really cool. So if you want to get an advantage over people, definitely use the Frisbee. Now that I talked about your lethal one, you should probably use the tactical insertion as a flare. You know, it's like humans are naturally attracted to bright lights. So setting down a tactical insertion in the middle of the map is only gonna get a whole bunch of people to circle around it and just wonder what it is. You know, they're just gonna be in awe and like, what is that? And that's gonna get you your 5 to 6 man nades. You know, they're just gonna be circling around there, and it's gonna be really cool. And of course, you got your Spaz silenced, which is easily the most overpowered gun in the game. Especially if you're using something like the proficiency focus on it, which doesn't give you any recoil on it. So there you go. I mean, I just gave you probably one of the most pro tips. Don't give these out to all of your friends. Just, you know, keep them to yourself. Of course, if you want to share this video with people, by all means, but try to keep these tips on the down low. And of course, I forgot kill streaks. You probably want to rock something like the UAV on the assault kill streaks. And that's basically all you need. All you need is to rock that assault kill streak. Why? Because every 3 kills, every time you get a UAV, you know you got 3 kills, and you just keep adding those UAVs, and you're supporting your teammates. So that's basically it. Or if you're really up to the challenge, only use the what is it called? No, it's not the Osprey Gunner. Only use the Osprey Gunner. Why? Because if you get 17 kills and then you die, you can revenge. You know, you can just call that in, and it'd be really cool. So there you go. I gave you some of the best Moab tips. Hutch, Cnanners, Muzzafuzza. No, none of them know this. That's just me. And always at the beginning of the game, a few push-ups always work. They get you pumped up for the game. So during intermission, do like 20 push-ups, and you should definitely be ready to go for the game. Of course, if you ever listen to my tips, you will probably never get a Moab. So there really is no way. I don't think there's any tips that actually get you a Moab, or at least not any tips that I've followed. All the Moabs that I've gotten have been by me running around randomly and shooting people in the face, because I think I'm Superman with the specialist kill streaks. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this commentary, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know. And if you want to see more like it, leave a like. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. Peace.